Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. A man acquired by trade in the offseason, it's Joe Mixon. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Dell motioning over. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Mixon.
Here we go.
2nd and a yard. Here's the Florida Gator, Dameon Pierce. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. They get 14 on that hookup. 1st down for Houston.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And he's into the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. His 6th touchdown now for the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Anthony Gould now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Richardson will give it to Taylor. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big run from Taylor, 33 yards. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive. Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Texans who have the early lead. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he will score. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. Point after try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Colts come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd down, 3 to go. From the gun, here's Stroud. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And the Colts will take over possession here at the 44.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Jonathan Taylor, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
That's to the left side and taken in by downs.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation on the plus side of the 50. I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
They'll go. Richardson. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Cooper going in motion. On play action, Richardson. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Indy.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle's made at the 36.
First down pickup by Mixon, and he's one of the Texans' many additions this offseason. It's pretty incredible to think, Mike, in only his 2nd year as the head coach, the roster that DeMeco Ryans continues to assemble. Not only is Mixon still a productive back in his own right, but he should take a lot of pressure off C.J. Stroud.
Here we go.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Dell motioning over. On play action, Stroud. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 27-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Oh, right.
To throw, it's Stroud. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Here we go.
Look wide, get this one complete, and he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down. Back to throw, Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. Now Stroud. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Fourth down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. He'll bang that one through. It's good. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Colts are on top. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. First and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He gets this complete to Mitchell. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Completing this one to Downs. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll give this one to Taylor, running right. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That his second touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
All right.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll get about 5.
Here we go.
On second down, Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
That one underneath here to Mixon. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
First down throw there is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They will work the middle with Mixon. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
3rd and long.
Hey, uno more. Ow,
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Fairbairn to add the extra point. And this one is no good. He missed the extra point in this tight game. Boy, that could come to be a big factor as this second half rolls along. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here's Gould on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They send the tight end in motion. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They go right back to Taylor. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Now, Richardson. Open man, left side. He's got it. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
On 2nd down, Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. He's got it at the 7. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's got another one. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. His big game continues. His third touchdown of this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
All right.
Here's Mixon. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Mixon.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
A gain of 5.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
Uno.
Schultz is the motion man. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Texans 1st down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. A gain there of 23 yards. And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look. And indeed, this call will be overturned.
Why Tony? 11.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
1st and 10 now from the 36. Go. Victory formation defense.